From apostate prophet being seen in public with a woman who is not his wife, Sam Shamoon being exposed for essaying his wife, to David Wood's own essay victim coming forth and shedding light on what happened to her at his hands when she was only 13 years old. These are dark times for Christian apologetics right now.
يا نفس إن لم تظفري لا تجزعي.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How is everyone doing? So I'd be lying if I said I was surprised by what's taking place right now. I'm not surprised at all. I could see this coming from a mile away because, as history dictates, whenever two groups of Christians belonging to two different denominations come together, it never lasts long. It never lasts long. I invite you to do your research on the Fourth Crusade, when the Latin Christians failed to reach Jerusalem and instead decided to divert from their original task and go and sack and lay siege and pillage Byzantium, the capital of Orthodox Christianity. That's quite similar, although this is in a much smaller scale, to what's taking place right now among Christian apologetics. So if you paid attention to what I said at the beginning of the video, apostate prophet has recently, although not as recently as the main topic of the video, but recently enough, has been seen in public with a woman who's not his wife. And he has publicly announced that him and his wife are in the process of divorcing, but they're not formally divorced yet. So that would mean he's openly committing adultery in the streets with a woman who's not his wife. This is what happens to those who slander Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and slander the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Allah embarrasses them. Allah humiliates them. Allah exposes them publicly. Now let's move on. Sam Shamoon has recently been exposed by David Wood for essaying his wife. Let's go ahead and play that for you right now.
Atheist at the time, I believe. Someone invited her to go to Sam's Bible studies. He actually persuades her to convert to Christianity. He persuades her to convert to Christianity. That's in 2007. They began dating in early 2008. So they started dating, guys. Here's the description. One day, he asked Michelle to tell him how many men she had been with. She shared her past with the thought that she was confessing to her spiritual mentor. In other words, this is the guy who led her to Christ. And so she shares her past with him. So she shared her past with the thought that she was confessing to her spiritual mentor. He was outraged at the thought that she had been with these other men and demanded she have sex with him, saying in these words, "If you don't have sex with me right now, then get out of my house." Michelle began crying on the bed and said, "I'm changed now. I don't want to have sex until I get married." Sam walked over to the bed, pulled down Michelle's pants while she was crying, and had sex with her while she was lying there passively and crying.
So you see the manipulative nature of this person's character. You force yourself onto her, and then you tell her in slightly different wording, not exactly how I'm about to word it, but you tell her something along the lines of, "You've slept with me now. You might as well marry me because no other man is going to want you." Is this Christ-like? Is this from the teachings of Christianity? Is this from the verses of the Bible? Is this behavior from any of these things I just mentioned? I think not. But once again, I'm not surprised. I expected nothing better from Sam Shamoon. I expected nothing better from you, Scam Simone. Nothing better at all. Now let's get into the one who actually exposed Sam Shamoon in the first place. And you, sir, earned yourself a seat as the main topic of the video, Mr. David Psycho Hammer Wood, Mr. Diddy Wood. You've earned yourself a spot being the subject of my video tonight. You recently admitted on a live stream with Apostate Prophet what you were up to right before you went to prison. Let's go ahead and play that clip.
Dawa guys, here's your stuff. Here's your stuff. The last 2 girls I had sex with before I went to jail. One.
Dude.
What? I don't care. One was 13 and one was 15. David, how old were you, bro, in both instances? You mean the 2 girls? 18. I was 18. So, yeah. No, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Lock me up?
So here he is openly admitting to these disgusting things that he was doing. I don't even feel comfortable repeating what he said. And he's doing it on stream with his friend Apostate Prophet. And it's funny because Ridvan knows what he's about to say, and he's like, oh, dude, because he knows what's about to happen. And David Wood, you got to be some type of dumbass to think that you was going to be able to come on and just announce this in public on the internet and get away with it. He's oh, I don't care. I don't care. Let's give the da'wah guys some ammunition against me. I don't care. For some reason, I'm going to expose myself. I cannot possibly comprehend what was going through his mind when he said those things. I really can't. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't. But who knows? You know what's even more telling? Today, Jake Brancatella had a live stream on YouTube. And he downloaded, I guess it was a live stream he was watching on TikTok. And David Wood's supposed 13-year-old girlfriend he had, who he was speaking about on stream with Apostate. His supposed 13-year-old girlfriend he had decided to come up and expose him and address certain details about his story that he intentionally manipulated, quite similarly to how certain verses of the New Testament have been intentionally manipulated, but that's a topic for a different time. He intentionally manipulated certain aspects of the story to try and make it slightly less egregious, to try to make it sound more consensual. Well, according to the female who was involved, there was nothing consensual about it at all. So there you have it. This is the state of Christian apologetics today. I've never seen it more in shambles than it is today. This is sad. Astaghfirullah. This is shameful. And I really don't know what to say. I really don't. You know what? That leaves one person to deal with. That leaves basically just Avery. And I foresee his downfall coming very soon. Thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and found it beneficial. Probably more entertaining than beneficial, but inshallah, it's something. Anyways, for everyone who was watching, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.